Hi friends, welcome to Durga Soft and welcome to Devops. Okay, so now just observe what is Devops. Okay, so do you know most of the people are feeling that development and operations. Okay, like some people. Okay, so just you should aware. Some people are going to feel it is a new technology came in the market, or it is a new tool came in the market. Correct? What about your feeling? What is the DevOps, sir? Is it a technology or is it a new tool? Respond, because if I ask any person, which is the most trending thing in the current market, like DevOps is the most trending. Okay, that's why I'm learning like so. What is a DevOps? In a single word, you have to tell: is it a tool or is it a technology? Okay, like sir, take very special care. Okay, DevOps is not a new tool in the market. Okay, remember carefully, sir. It is not a new tool or new technology in the market. Okay, it is not a new tool, it is not a new technology in the market. Okay, like then what is the DevOps, sir? Okay, it is not a tool, it is not a technology. What is that? It is a culture what we have to follow. It is a new process what we have to follow. Okay, like it is a new culture. Okay, it is a new culture or process, sir. It is a new culture what we have to follow, or it is a new process what we have to follow to develop, release, to develop, release, and maintenance of software product. Okay, maintenance of software application or project or product. Okay, like software product, like so. If you want to develop or release or maintain a software application, complete life cycle of software application or software project or product, so a new culture came in the market, a new process we have to follow. Okay, like a new culture came in the market, right? So next, with higher quality, with a higher quality. Okay, so with the high quality, I have to develop a project. Okay, with in faster way, in very faster way. Okay, like within very less time only, I have to do that. Okay, so if you want to develop your project, if you want to maintain your project with a high quality and faster way, the best process, a new culture came in the market, or a new process came in the market. Okay, that culture or process itself is nothing but DevOps. Everyone in the position to understand? Yes, friends. So don't feel it's a technology. Don't feel it's a tool. Don't feel it's a tool. Don't feel it's a technology. It is a culture or process, okay, to develop, release, maintenance of software application with a higher quality in very faster way. Okay, like so the beauty of DevOps is we can achieve by using automation tools. Remember this one, sir, by using automation tools. Okay, like sir, what is automation tool? Okay, all these which tools are there, these part I will discuss. Okay, just a basic idea what you people should aware. Sir, DevOps is not a new tool, DevOps is not a new technology. DevOps is a culture we have to follow, or process we have to follow to develop projects with a high quality and in shorter time. Such type of thing, such type of new culture or new process itself is nothing but DevOps. Any doubt up to this? Please confirm. Are you in the position to understand the words, right? Okay, well. Next, sir, for any software development in the organization, sir, for any software development and maintenance, for any software project, there are two groups of engineers are working, sir. Okay, for any software product, for any software product, two types of two types of engineers, two groups of engineers will work together. Remember this, two groups of engineers are required, or engineers will work, sir. Okay, will work. So for any software products, have you heard about, sir, have you observed, right? The first one is development group. What is the first one, sir? Can you please spell out? Okay, respond. What is the first one? Development group. Development group is the first one. Second one, sir, development group. Second one is, sir, non-development group, which is also known as operations group. Operations group. These people are considered as operations group, sir, non-development group. Non-development group. Non-development group. Okay. Or sometimes we can use administrators group. Administrators group. Okay, like we can use the word. So if you want to understand DevOps, first you should aware these two groups. Okay, DevOps is nothing but development and operations. Development and operations. Like, sir, what is development group, what is operations group? First you should aware, then you can understand the word of DevOps very easily. Any doubt? Are you getting right? So what about these two? Sir, further, there are, again, this classification can be divided into, sir, within the development group, there is again coding group is there. Next and after that, coding group is there. Next and after that, do you know, sir, what we call testing group, like multiple subgroups are there. But anyway, our concentration is always on main only these groups. Okay, again, okay, if you want, again this classification can be divided into small set of groups. Small set of groups. But anyway, these small sets of groups, we are not required to worry. Our concentration is always on what is the development group, what is the operations group, like you people should aware. Any doubt about up to this? We will discuss in detail, don't worry at all. Okay, like, sir, what is a development group? So to understand DevOps word, first you should have clarity about these ones are development group and operations group. Sir, what is the development group? Sir, usually if you want to develop a project, sir, which persons are required? Can you please confirm? Generally, which persons are required to develop your project, sir? I want to develop a project. Which persons are required? I want to develop a project. I want to release to the client. Sir, generally, which roles are required? Yeah, excellent. Developers are required. Are coders. Can I use the word developers are coders? Next and after that, do you know, business analyst must be required. Remember that a bit very carefully, sir. Sir, here, this person is called business analyst. 1 minute. Okay, no problem. Business analyst must be required. Who is the responsible to gather requirements from the client? Business analyst must be required. Okay. Next and after that, do you know, system analyst must be required. Okay. He is the responsible to analyze the requirements, whatever this business analyst got, okay, will be converted into functional requirements specification. Like he is responsible to analyze. System analyst must be required. Next, design architect must be required. Have you observed? Design architect. Do you know this business analyst? Shortly the people are going to use BA. System analyst. Shortly the people are going to use SA. Next, design architect. Architect is required. Architect DA. Okay, like we can. Next, developers are coders. Most of the times, do you know, we are talking about this one. Developers are coders. Okay, like next, developer. Once the developer developed the code, remember this one. Once the developer developed the code, that total code we have to integrate together, and we have to release, we have to convert into, okay, deliverable thing. Okay, this thing is called build the applications are ER file, WAR file, jar file, something like a build engineer is required. Correct or not? Build engineer. Sir, build and release engineer, somewhere you may heard about this role. Build engineer. What is the meaning of this build? I will explain in detail. Don't worry at all, sir. Next, testers are required or not? Test engineers are required or not? Can you please spell out? Test engineers are QA team is required something like QA is required like. So now take very special care about this one. All these people either directly or indirectly are responsible to develop a software product. Okay, so these people are belongs to which groups are development group. Most of the people are going to fail. Development group means developers are coders. So no. Okay, it is the dev team. Developers are coders. So is the part of development group. There are all these people who are responsible, okay, to develop, to deliver a project. Such type of this group is by default considered as development group. Sir, I can use the word the people, okay, the people who are involving, the people who are involving, okay, involving, the people who are involving, okay, just who are involving in planning means do you know requirements collection, requirements analysis, design, like a planning. These all together is by default considered planning. Next coding, next build the application, next and after that you know testing. The people who are involving in these activities, who are involving these areas are considered as development group. Okay, are considered as development group. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. So I can use the word all these people are considered as development group only. Any doubt about this? Yes, Nirmal, was you ready? Yes, have you observed, right? Okay, all these people, the people who are involving in sir planning, requirement collection, requirement analysis, like sir, like next and after that, next coders, build under testing. Okay, sir, build engineer will come after testing, right? Was you ready? Need not be. So first, multiple developers are responsible to code. Okay, the total code should be integrated and converted into the build. Now that build we have to send it to the QA team for testing purpose. Yes. Okay. So this is these are the examples what you people should be aware. While the concept is going on, you people will get much clarity. Just observe the basic terminology, right? Yes, Nirmal. Regarding so what they are responsible, okay? So requirement gathering, requirement analysis, and design, like coders are responsible. Next, build. Sir, build. We have to discuss each activity in detail. Don't worry at all. There we have to talk. Okay, almost it's a big course. Almost around a 2 to 3 months course. There all these things we are going to get just aware. So operation. So up to this development group, not required to keep any explanation, right? Clear. Sir, what is the other group? I forgot. What is the other group, sir? I forgot. You have to tell. What is the other group? Operations group. Remember this one. Operations group. Okay, like. Sir, now I have one small doubt, sir. Okay. Sir, this word you have to aware clearly. Very important, sir. Sir, the project developers are okay ready to move to the client mission. Okay, listen carefully. Ready to move to the client mission. Development group job completed. Assume that. So to move to the client mission, so we have to configure required softwares or not? Respond. We require to configure required softwares or not? Yes. Okay. So for the configuration engineer is required. Remember this one, sir. Configuration engineer is required. C means configuration engineer. Don't feel okay. Compile time error. Okay, like next thing is okay, to maintain this system admin must be required. If it required database admin must be required. Regarding database admin must be required. Next, so whether applications are working properly or not, whether the system database everything is working properly or not, monitoring team must be required. Correct, right? Monitoring team must be required. So all these people are by default considered, yeah, operations team. Now you should aware. So these people nowhere related to the development. These people nowhere related to the development. Sir, project is ready. Project is ready. We have to talk about sir configurations, system management, system admin. Okay, like these people are by default considered, yeah, operations group. Remember, a bit very carefully about this one. Okay, like sir, now the people who are involving. Okay, sir, here just the people who are involving, the people who are involving in okay, release sir, project release. Okay, like project release. Next, deployment. We have to deployment, release. Next, operate. Next, and after that, monitor. Okay, monitor. So release, deployment, operations. Okay, just operate means operations, network engineer, system admin, like monitoring, like the people who are involving in these are considered, yes, operations group. Remember this a bit very carefully, sir. Operations group. So after project complete development, then the operations team will come in the picture. Remember this one, sir. Okay, like can you please give example for this? Yes, respond. Can you please give an example for this? Yes, friends. So can you please give an example? Configuration engineer. Next, can I use the word system system administrator, database admin, database admin, network admin. Okay, network admin. Okay, like network admin, like etc. All these people are by default considered, yes, operations team. Remember this a bit very carefully, sir. Release engineers, like release engineers. Okay, release engineers, like all these people are by default considered, yeah, operations group. But all the almost whatever we are going to discuss every day, we have to talk about these words. There you will get much clarity. Even at this stage, a bit abstract, don't worry at all. Okay, like sir, now total project life cycle. There are two types of teams are going to involve. One is development group, the second one is operations group. Okay, like so development group is the responsible to involve in the planning, coding, build and testing. So once the development got completed, now operations team is going to start in the picture. They are responsible to release, deploy, operations and monitoring, like sir. Now basic idea you people should got, I hope. Correct, right? Yes, friend. Are you in the position to understand the basic idea? What is the development group and what is the operations group? Sir, Devops is a combination of development and operations. Devops is a combination of development and operations, right? Remember this one. So do you know? So the main objective of the DevOps is to establish, to implement collaboration between these two teams to deliver, okay, the project within the less time with the high quality. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. The main objective of DevOps is to establish collaboration between these two teams. Now if you observe that I have one diagram is there. Okay, now I hope this is the logo of the DevOps. Okay, now observe. Are you seeing any different thing here? Can you please observe that? Here, have a look once, sir. This part is called the development part. Okay, this is plan, code, build, and then test. Okay, they are responsible for planning, coding, building, and then test. Release, so operations part, release, deploy, operate, monitor, like these part is by default considered, yes, okay, operations. Now to establish or to implement collaboration between these two people as a single team to deliver and monitor the things effectively, which is this new type of culture itself is nothing but, okay, DevOps. Are you in the position to understand? Yes, friends. Okay. Which tools are required? Those tools we are going to discuss in detail. As of now, don't worry about the tools. Just aware the basic terminology you have to understand, right? So the main objective of the main objective of DevOps is to implement, okay, implement collaboration, to implement collaboration between development and operation teams. Development, okay, development and operation teams, development and operation, okay, operation teams to fulfill our requirement. That's also, this is what is the dev apps. Sir, what is the meaning of development? What is about the operations, right? So up to this, I hope it's very clear for you people, right? So it is not a new tool, it is not a new technology in the market, it is a new culture, new process we have to adapt to develop, release and maintenance of software products with higher quality in faster way. Okay, like how you can do that? There are multiple automation tools we are going to use. Okay, like multiple automation tools we are going to use. Okay, like next, sir, what is the dev? What is the meaning of ops? Okay, now basic idea. I hope you got up to this. Clear, friends? Okay, don't think too much about this. Okay, just the basic overall idea, because the total course we have to talk about these words only. Okay, what's already I told, don't worry about, sir, configuration engineer will be replaced by Docker tool in DevOps, like so don't worry about tools. This is not correct time. We will discuss all these things in detail. Okay, now, so this is what you people should aware, right? Sir, now I have one small thing is there, sir, to understand the beauty of this new culture. Okay, we have to aware, array, what are various existing software development models, okay, why we have to go for this DevOps, then you will get much clarity, sir. Okay, to understand, okay, to understand the beauty of or this new, to understand this new DevOps culture. Have you observed the word? Now I'm not using the word technology or tool. To understand this new DevOps culture, we have to aware already existing SDLC models. Remember a bit carefully, sir. We should aware already existing SDLC models. Models compulsory we should aware. Okay, like sir, the first one, do you know there are several models are there? Have you heard about any SDLC model? What is the meaning of SDLC, friends? Okay, respond. What is the meaning of SDLC? Okay, yeah, SDLC means software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. Can you please tell what is the meaning? What is the meaning of SDLC? Okay, can you spell out some software development, software SDLC models? Yes, friends, please observe. Sir, have you heard about waterfall model? Okay, respond. Have you heard about waterfall model? From our childhood onwards, I hope you people may be aware. Have you heard about prototype model? Prototype model, just the names only. You are not required to worry much about these. Okay, even you don't know also, don't worry. We will discuss. Next, incremental or iterative model. Incremental or iterative model. Okay, like next, you may heard about spiral model. Spiral model. Okay, you may heard about rad model. Rad model, rapid. Okay, like next, you may heard about okay, spiral model, rad model. Next, big bang model. Okay, big bang model. Okay, like next, you may heard about fish model. Okay, fish model. Next, v model. Next, agile model. Okay, agile model. Okay, you may add. Have you observed? So this is, even you don't know about these words, don't worry, sir. I'm here to discuss. But anyway, whatever required, we are going to discuss as unnecessary. So we are not required to discuss all the things. Okay, like so if you aware these, then the beauty of DevOps, you can aware very easily, sir. Okay, DevOps model I can use. Okay, DevOps culture I can use, because it is also a software development model only. It's also a software development model only. If you evade these, then you can understand DevOps culture very easily. The beauty of DevOps, sir, why the software companies are running towards DevOps, then you can evade clearly, right? Okay, but anyway, among these, the oldest model, waterfall model, sir, the most recent model, I mean before DevOps, the most hot cake model in the market, Agile model. These are two things I will discuss until. So what is the need of going for DevOps, so that you people can get much clarity. Can I start the cinema? Yes, friends. Okay, all these models are there. Earlier, I handled one batch. Okay, QA, manual testing batch I handled, sir. Manual testing and Selenium batches I took this batch. I know all these models in detail. What is the advantage of this model? What are the limitations? Okay, like I know. But anyway, that almost around 10 sessions we require to spend about this, but not required to worry. Just for the DevOps, just basic idea. Okay, you have to get the first model, the last model I will discuss, and then I will introduce DevOps, so that you people can feel more comfortable, I'm sure, sir. Okay, sir, now the first important terminology. Let me talk about waterfall model. Okay, waterfall model, okay. Now here just take a bit very special care. Have you observed, sir, in any software development model, SDLC, what are various stages or phases are there? Can you please confirm? The first one, respond. What are various phases are there? Can you please spell out? Okay, the first thing is okay. I can use the word. The first one is requirement analysis. Okay, just observe that requirement gathering. Okay, requirement gathering, or some people may use the word collection. Okay, we have to collect the requirements, right? Requirement collection. What is the second one, sir? Can you please guide? Requirement analysis. Requirement analysis. Sysadmin is the responsible to do that. Okay, yes, SA is the responsible. Next, after the design. Okay, design we have to take. Okay, high level design documents, low level design documents, UI. Okay, GUI design documents. Okay, we have to take a design phase. Okay, once a design completed, next we have to talk about development. Okay, or otherwise coding. We can use the word coding. Coding is the more technical word. Instead of development, coding, design, coding. Once coding got completed, then we have to talk about testing. Okay, once testing itself got completed, then we have to talk about release. Okay, release, and then maintenance will come in the picture. Okay, release, and then maintenance will come in the picture. Okay, that's all. Testing, release, that's all. Maintenance, so do you know here? So if you consider this model, if you consider this models are, now how this model is going to work is very important, sir. So first, what thing we have to use? Can you please spell out, sir? First, what is the step we require to use? What is the phase? What is the first phase we have to use? Okay, requirement gathering. Next, and after that, what is the next one we have to take care? Okay, requirement gathering analysis. Now, there is one. How this model is going to work is, assume this is the first step, this is the second step. Okay, this is the third step, fourth step. Okay, sir, next fifth step, sixth step. Okay, seventh step. Now on the steps, if you flow water, if you are passing the water, how the water will flow? On this. So it is flowing just like water from top to bottom. That's why this model is by default considered as waterfall model. Remember this one, sir. Okay, water just once first step completed, then only second step is going to start. Once the second step completed, then only third one is going to start. Then only fourth one is going to start. Then only fifth one is going to start. This model is by default considered waterfall model. Why the word waterfall? Are you saying waterfalls? Falling of water? Who respond? Are you seeing falling of water? That's why the word waterfall model. Okay, like now here, so this model is also known as also known as sequential linear sequential model. Can I use the word linear sequential model? So this is first you have to complete this one. After that, this one is going to start, and then we have to start about this one, and then we have to talk this. We require to talk like this. All these steps are required in the normal waterfall model, right? Now here, so what advantages are there? What problems are there? Because so just let me talk more on problems aside, because this model is not recommended. What are various models are there? What limitations are there, sir? Very important point. Take very special care. Okay, like sir, is it applicable for AI projects? No chance at all. Okay, Viraj, those days already gone. It was a history. Okay, 1950s, 1960s, first time the people used software product, software. At that time, the model is waterfall model. Remember, it's almost gone. It was history. No one is going to use. What is the reason for that? Okay, like now observe that very carefully, sir. Do you know there are two examples I will discuss so that you may get much clarity. Layman examples, right? Suppose I want to build. Assume that I want to build some 3-floor building. Assume that. Okay, simple, sir. 3-floor building I want to build. Assume maybe scale up until 1,000 floors also, no problem at all. So first assume that our 1,000-floor building I have to take. I have to construct. Okay, assume. Sir, now do you know? First, sir, this is about my requirement, 1,000-floor building. Now, my requirement is, observe that, sir, first floor, okay, pillars, and then slab completed. Okay, and then second floor, pillars, and then slab completed. And then third floor, pillars, and then slab completed. Okay, like, sir, like all the 1,000 floors, sir, pillars and slab completed. Assume that pillars and slab completed. After that, now I want to talk about, okay, flooring of the first floor, flooring of the first floor, flooring of the first floor. Next, I have to talk about flooring of the second floor. Next, and after that, I have to talk about flooring of the third floor, like all the 1,000 completed. Now I have to talk about electrical work of the first floor, electrical work of the second floor, electrical work. Sir, are you going to do like this? One by one? Is it unnecessary? Time waste or not? Array, you have to, if you are going to do first activity in all 1,000 floors, second activity in all 1,000 floors, third activity in all 1,000 floors, sir, to construct a 1,000 floor building, minimum, sir, 10 to 15 years must be required. Are you getting right? 10 to 15 years must be required. It's a very difficult. It's very time waste. Cost is going to be increases like anything. It is never recommended, right? Now my question is, sir, whenever second floor pillars started, why don't you start interior work of first floor? Regarding why don't you start interior work of first floor, so that there is a separate team is going to work in this first floor interior work. Meanwhile, second floor pillars and slab is going to be ready. Whenever third floor pillars and slab is going to be there, interior work of second floor is going to start. Next, the paint work of the first floor is going to start. Okay, like if multiple people are going to involve like that, instead of doing one by one, parallelly if they are going to do, is it really advantage or not? Yes, friends, are you in the position to understand? Okay, this must be required, man. Okay, like suppose here best another example to understand. I will tell. Just observe that. Suppose here assume that, okay, 1,000 kilometers road, 1,000 kilometers national highway. Sir, we have to. There is a contractor got national highway. He is responsible to construct. So what he has to do is first all the 1,000 floors. Okay. First level road, all the 1,000 kilometers, first level road means raw material they are going to flow. And then they have to keep some concrete. all the 1,000 kilometers, and then they have to go for sir, what we call damper or something like concrete, like he has to. No. They never going to do like that. What they will do is, sir, these 5 kilometers, one team is working. Okay, the first 5 kilometers, one team is working. Next 5 kilometers, another team is working. Next 5 kilometers, another team is working. Like so, these 5 kilometers, there is no dependency at all. Why we have to wait, man? Okay, in the first 5 kilometers only, all stages are going to be completed, ready to use. Next 5 kilometers, okay, so parallelly it's going on like so. This type of development is always highly recommended. Anyone are you in the position to understand? Yes, friends. Okay, like suppose best example, if you consider Hyderabad Metro, if any person is coming from Hyderabad Metro, or otherwise university also metro is there, just observe that. Are first okay, first metro, sir, Hyderabad Metro is assume that sir, total the sir, just sir, 120 kilometers, total 120 kilometers, sir, 4 lines are there. Assume that 4 lines are there. Now, so all 120 kilometers, all 4 lines, first pillars has to be started. First pillars has to be constructed. Next, after completing all 120 kilometers, 4 lines, then okay, next level work is going to start. No, the people are not going to do like that. What they will do is, they will start 4 lines parallelly. Okay, now once a first line completed, immediately it will be used. Okay, after 2 or 3 months, next thing is going to be completed. After 2 or 3 months, next thing is going to be completed. They never going to think about from first to last, under the next level, like. Are you in the position to understand? Okay, the problem with this waterfall model, are you seeing, right? Once you started here, next until completing last one, okay, there is no changes in the middle. Okay, once the last thing completed, then only we have to talk about next level. How worst it is. Yes, friend. So suppose here you are in the coding stage. Assume that. So until design completed, the developers and the testers should be vacant. They are not having any work. Okay, until coding completed, testing team will be just, they have to come to the office and they have to go free. Okay, like it is a bigger problem, unnecessary. Okay, cost of the project is going to be increases like anything. Development time is going to increase like anything. Are you getting right? Development time will be increases. Okay, remember. Next, the cost of the project development will be increases. Okay, like sir, observe. Next, it won't accept requirement changes in the middle. Okay, suppose already coding started, sir. Suddenly client came, sorry, I have some changes in my requirement. What we have to do? Have you observed? Coding already started. Now suddenly client came, sir, we have some requirement changes. What we have to do? Nothing. So again we have to start from beginning only. Okay, like it is so it won't accept changes in the middle, requirement changes in the middle. Okay, it won't accept requirement changes in the middle. Okay, like requirement changes in the middle. If it is not going to accept requirement changes in the middle, then the client satisfaction is very low. Okay, client satisfaction is very low, because so in day to day, sir, every day the changes, new trends are going to come. Sorry, okay, I don't want this. Can you please change my requirement? Can you please change the requirement? Like so, this model is not in a position to provide support. Remember a bit very carefully about this. Are you in the position to understand, right? Client satisfaction is very low. Okay, like next, suppose here, sir, if there is a bug, when the bug is going to be identified? Somewhere at last stages. At last stages, do you know, bug identification, the cost of bug fixing is very high, because when it will be after completing total product, then only we have to identify the bug. Are you getting? After completing total product, then only we require to identify the bug. Okay, so now bug fixing, okay, bug fixing is bug fixing is very costly. Bug fixing is very costly, because okay, we can't identify bugs in early stages of life cycle. Remember this one, sir. In early stages of life cycle, okay, we can't identify bugs. Okay, like next, not suitable if the requirements keep on changing. Have you observed, right? If the requirement keep on changing, sorry man, this type of model is the waste. So not at all suitable. Not at all suitable if requirements keep on changing. Requirements keep on changing. Next, not suitable for large projects. Remember this one. Not suitable for large projects. Not suitable for large projects like. So n number of problems are there. That's why waterfall model was a history. No one is going to use this model. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Okay, like then immediately ask, sir, here you are telling all the limitations, maybe some advantages also there. Okay, advantages are, okay, everything is clear, easy to implement. So first this person, next this person, next this person, next this person. Advantages, if you want, just briefly, not required actually, but anyway, just aware. So advantages, it is very simple. It is very simple and easy to implement. And easy to implement. Correct or not? It's very simple and easy to implement. Okay. Next, and after that, okay, like it is easy to. Next, best suitable if the requirements are fixed. Okay, best suitable if requirements are fixed. If requirements are fixed. Next, best suitable for small projects. Okay, best suitable for small projects. For small projects like. Okay, but anyway, it was the history. That's why what is the use of knowing advantages? It is the meaningless. Observe the problems especially, right? Why this model is not suitable? Why this model is not using that much frequently these days? You should have clear clarity. Any doubt? Yes, was every day. Okay, no overlapping between the pages, like there are multiple. Okay, like. So why waterfall model is not frequently used? This not frequently, no way. The people, why the people are not using this model? Why it was the history? So now I hope you are in the position to understand this one, right? Okay, like now take very special care. Okay, so the most recent model, hot cake model in the market, okay, before Devops, the most recent hot cake model in the market is, have you aware, agile model? Have you heard about this one? Yes, friends. Do you know, last, if you in the software company, if you can ask any person, we are using agile model, agile methodology, we are using agile. Okay, like, sir, now I can use the word. This is the most frequently. This is the most frequently used and hot cake model. Okay, in software development. Okay, but not now. Okay, now the trend is Devops. Okay, remember, this is the most frequently. This was, I can use the word was the most frequently used and hot cake model in software development. Almost around 10 to 20 years. This model, last 10 years around, this model was the hot cake in the market. Okay, like, sir, now, so agile model is divided into multiple submodels are there, sir. Okay, just these words are very important, sir. Agile model is divided into multiple submodels. multiple sub models like so just observe these. Of course we are not required to worry about these things. Even the people who are working in the companies also, it is not required. Just aware the words. Okay, first one, rational unify process. Okay, what is the first one, sir? Can you please spell out? Rational unify process. Rap like. Okay, rational unify process. Second, adaptive software development. Adaptive software development. Adaptive software development. Okay, development. Do you know? We can use the word ASD. Okay, ASD, adaptive software development. Next, feature driven development. Sir, feature driven development. Sir, development, feature driven development. Okay, like FDD, we can use the word FDD. Okay, like next, crystal clear. Okay, crystal clear, it is also one submodel of Agile. Crystal clear. Dynamic. Okay, dynamic software, dynamic software development. Okay, method. Don't worry, all these names you are not required to worry, just aware the words, that's all. DSDM. Okay, like next, extreme programming. Extreme programming, XP. Okay, extreme. Okay, XP, something like. Okay, next, next, the most valuable, I hope this word you people may heard, Scrum. Have you heard about this one? Oh, respond. Scrum model. Have you heard about this? Scrum. Okay, like now the people, especially you are working in the companies, this word is the very popular word in the company in Agile. Remember that there are multiple submodels are there, but among all these submodels, okay, which model is the very popular, sir? Scrum model is the very popular. Remember a bit very carefully about. Okay, among all these models, which model is the most popular and frequently used? Scrum model is the most popular and frequently used model. Okay, like any doubt? Are you getting why this one is the most frequently used? What is the meaning of Scrum? We will discuss in detail. Don't worry at all. Just aware, sir. So, oldest model we saw, the model which was almost 1950s, 1960s, we saw Waterfall Model. This Waterfall Model is the linear sequential model. This is not at all required. Okay, now the most recent model in the software industry to develop software says Agile Model. In that, multiple submodels are there. In that, Scrum is the most popular model. Okay, like now, sir, what is Agile? What is Agile? Do you know Agile means speed? Everything should be speed. In that, what is Scrum? You should aware. There is one more word I want to introduce. Okay, sprint. There is one more word, sprint. I want to introduce. So total 3 words are there. In the Agile model, Scrum is the submodel. Scrum is a Agile based model. Okay, in that, sprint will be there. What is the meaning of sprint? Any idea? Any idea? Anyone? The people who are working in the companies? Okay, sprint. What is the meaning of sprint? Okay, remember, not sprint means not fixed duration. Don't tell abbreviations. Yeah, here just take a bit very special care about this one. Sir, Waterfall Model, the biggest problem is if you consider with the Waterfall Model, 2 important things. It is a linear sequential model. Because of that, step by step is going to be happen. Because of that, development is going to be increases like anything. Development is going to increase like anything. Next and after the development time cost is going to increase. Requirement changes won't be accepted in the middle. But sir, agile model. Forget about the sprint. I will cover in detail next. Scrum is agile based model. Agile based model. Okay, one thing. Next, it is not linear sequential model. Linear sequential model. It is not linear sequential model. Remember this one, sir. It is not linear sequential model. Okay, like next, I can use the word. It is a iterative model. Okay, remember this one. It is a iterative model. What is the meaning of iterative model? Sir, have you remembered 3 examples I covered? Okay. So if you want to implement metro project for 120 kilometers of 4 lines, what we will do is, so we won't continue for 120 kilometers at a time. Okay. We will convert into small parts. We will convert into small parts. Okay. For this part, all stages are going to be developed. So for this part, all stages are going to be developed by a set of team. Okay, like now, have you observed, right? Now multiple small divisions I want to take. Total activity I want to divide into small, and the required team I will hand over this work for the required team, sir, for complete life cycle. For this complete life cycle, I will hand over the required team. Okay, like the same way. This is small part of total software project is called a sprint. Remember a bit carefully about this one. What is the word sprint? Sprint means, sir, here it is an iterative model. I told, right? So iterative model. Now total software total software product will be developed. The total software project will be developed increment by increment, and each increment is called a sprint. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. So what is the meaning of sprint? Okay, so the portion, the part of, is it possible or not? You respond, is it possible or not? Yes, requirement change is going to be acceptable. Next, yeah, so sprint, so do you know, small pieces, continuous delivery. Have you observed the board? Continuous delivery. You can use continuous delivery is there. First 10 pages we are. Next, remaining 10 pages in the next 20 days. Remaining 10 pages next. Okay, like so continuous delivery. Sir, here continuous feedback. Client is always keep on giving. So which is going to accept requirement changes in the middle? Requirement changes in the middle. Requirement changes in the middle. Next, client satisfaction is very high. I'm sure, because if he's asking any change, no problem. We are in the position to provide support. Okay, like continuous delivery, continuous feedback, requirement changes in the middle, client satisfaction is very high. Okay, like next, lesser development time. Okay, lesser development time. What is the reason for that? Is so in the first sprint, 2 to 3 developers. Next, UI engineers, UI designer, next tester, all the people are working together. Collaboration is there. In the second sprint, so all the people, 2 to 3 developers, UI developer, next test engineer, like all the members will work together simultaneously on that small piece of work. Okay, that's why parallel development is possible. Okay, less development time. Next, and after that, less development cost. Are you getting? Less development cost. I hope everyone in the position to understand, right? Why the sprint? Why this agile model, Scrum model? Why this is very popular in the industry? Because of these advantages. Sometimes what will happen, if these are individual parts, parallel development is also possible, because at a time multiple sprints also going to be delivered. Parallel development itself is possible there. Clear? Are you in the position to understand? Okay, now observe that a bit very carefully, sir. Now the word scrum, yes, Nirmal, the parallel multiple sprints are going to be developed, multiple sprints are going to be delivered. Okay, it is possible. Next, the scrum. Actually, the word scrum is this is derived from rugby game. Rugby game. Have you ever heard about this one? Rugby game. Have you ever heard about this one? Rugby game. So, do you know what we call the total team? The total team is going to concentrate on one particular area. The total team, testers, developers, okay, like the total 7 to 9 members who are allocated, all the people are going to concentrate on this. Okay, like something like, do you know, if you observe, if I use, sir, this is a scrum in rugby. Have you observed, right? Now all these red team, just they hold the ball. It is something like football game. So they hold the ball very tightly so that not available for the other team. Are you getting? Are you seeing something like? Yes. Okay. Like so, developers. Okay. Assume that developers, UI engineer, developer, UI engineer, next a tester. All the people are going to work together to deliver that. Okay. That's why the word scrum. Scrum. This word is derived from where rugby games. Okay. Like next, a sprint means a small piece of the work. In every sprint, 7 to 9 members are going to work. 7 to 9 members will work, sir. Okay. Sprint. In every sprint, 7 to 9 members are going to work. Next, each sprint will be delivered in from 1 week to 3 weeks time. From 1 week to 3 weeks time. General words. 3 weeks time. Remember that. Okay. Like 7 to 9 members will be there. Each sprint will be delivered. Each sprint will be delivered from 1 week to 3 weeks time. Okay. This is about the Agile Scrum Model. All the people, laymen also can understand what is the difference between sprint or Agile Scrum Model and Waterfall Model. What is the difference, right? Anyone, can you please tell? Yes, friend. Are you seeing the difference? Waterfall model. Okay, here just observe very carefully. Linear sequential model. But this one is incremental model or iterative model. Next, waterfall model, requirement won't change, requirement changes won't be accepted in the middle. But here, Scrum model, requirement changes are going to be accepted in the middle. Next, so every stage is going to be started after the previous stage, but here parallel development is always possible. Okay, developers and testers can work simultaneously together. Okay, like next, and after that, development cost is less in Scrum model, but development cost is more in Agile model. In Waterfall model. Okay, like that's why. So almost for the last decade, the Agile model ruling the market because of these advantages. Clear, right? Are you feeling comfortable? Any doubt about this? But anyway, we are not going to talk about. Okay, like, sir, yeah. Here Nirmal is asking one small doubt. Okay, Nirmal doubt is, sir, in one sprint. Okay. Sir, in one sprint, all team members work of a particular members. All team members means no. A group of members will be allocated. Okay, from the total team. Okay, three developers, something like three developers, one UI designer. Okay, one UI designer. Next, and after that, one tester, one test engineer, something like that. Are you getting? Now, so almost one scrum master will be there. Like, okay, this is these people. Okay, some 7 to 9 members will be allocated for that particular sprint. Different members will work together. Okay, like next, another three developers, another UI designer, next another test engineer will concentrate on the second sprint. Something like parallel development is possible. Clear up to this? Are you feeling comfortable? What is the already waterfall model is there? Okay, why this Scrum model? Why this is very much popular, sir? You people should have clear clarity about this one. Okay, agile, everything is the speed. Like now, okay, I have one bigger doubt. Sir, such a type of beautiful model is already there. Why we have to go for Devops model or Devops culture? Okay. Now, do you know why we should go for Devops? Why we should go for Devops? Okay. Now take very special care. Most of the people are going to feel. Most of the people are going to feel. Okay. DevOps is nothing but Agile model. DevOps is also based on the Agile. Okay, like most of the people are going to feel. Remember that DevOps and the Agile, both are different models. First important clarity. Okay, even though there are some areas are similarity is there, but okay, some areas similarity is there, but still both are different. Remember that, sir. Which similarities are there? Okay, remember a bit very carefully, sir. Which similarities are there here, right? So the first similarity, remember that both are software development methodologies. Okay, both are software development methodologies. Okay, like sir, I can use, so what is the purpose of DevOps, sir? We are going to use for software development, right? Both are software development methodologies. Okay, like one minute, sir. One is sir, this agile is almost for the last 20 years it is there, but DevOps is the recent thing. But anyway, both are software development methodologies. Okay, like next, the second one, sir, both the models, okay, both the models concentrating on rapid software development, okay, with the team collaboration, okay, rapid software development with the team collaboration. Okay, like sir, here in the agile we can use the word, we can use the word, sir. Here software team collaboration we can use the word. Next, and after that, rapid agile speed. Agile means speed development, like okay, this is so based on these similarities. Don't feel that, sir, here also team collaboration is there, here also rapid speed development is there, that's why. So DevOps is also agile based model. No such type of thing at all, sir. Which differences are there? Remember this. What differences are there? Very important point, sir. In the interview room, maybe a chance of asking, sir, what is the difference between agile model and the DevOps model? Can you please tell some differences, right? Okay, very important terminology. Listen carefully, right? Do you know the difference between these models will start after development of the project? Remember, until software development, both models are always the same. Okay, the difference will come once development of the project completed. What is the meaning of that, sir? What it means, sir? Sir, do you know, DevOps talks about development and operations. Correct or not? Respond. Development of the project, even post-development also. Post-development also, my DevOps is going to talk. DevOps will talk post-development. After development, operations part also is going to be covered. But this bleedy agile model talks about only development. Remember, it never talks about operations part. Okay, agile model talks about only development, but not operations. but not operations. Sir, in the operations part, Agile model. No, no, no. Agile model is applicable only for development. But DevOps model talks about the complete life cycle, complete product life cycle, complete product life cycle, product life cycle. Okay, like a development and operations, development and operations. Are you in the position to understand key differences? Are key difference between DevOps and the Agile model is Agile only talks about development but not operations. But DevOps talks about development as well as operations. Okay, there is one small image is there, sir. These are not my created images. Okay, these images already there in the Google. If you want, you can observe. Sir, observe that carefully. Sir, here DevOps talks about both the things, but this Agile only talks about development. Have you observed? It talks about only first part. It never talks about the second part. That is the one important difference. Okay, like second difference here is, okay, very, very important, sir. Second difference is, in Agile model, separate people are responsible for developing, testing, and deploying the software. Correct, right? Okay, in Agile, tester is the different. Developer is the different. UI engineer is the UI designer is the different. Okay, deployment person is the different. Okay, but in DevOps model, the beauty of DevOps is everyone is all-rounder. Okay, developer is the operations person is the development team. Okay, everyone is all-rounder. Remember that. Even though you are specialized in the development area, sir, I'm the specializer. I'm the specializer in the development area. Assume that. So even you are specialized in the development area, but you should have, sir, complete picture on the remaining total thing. Okay, total thing, sir. So individual dependency won't be there. So that's why. So